Before installing any RSS shower pan, ensure that your subfloor is clean, flat, and level. Your shower walls can be waterproofed before or after shower pan installation. For information on installing RSS waterproofing membrane or RSS Pro wallboards, please check out our website linked in the video description, scan the QR code on screen, or watch our other instructional videos. To begin installing your shower pan, first dry fit your shower pan into your shower. As you can see, we'll be using a custom tile-ready shower pan with built-in curb for this demonstration. Any installation differences between integrated and unintegrated curb will be mentioned later. An integrated curb can make your installation easier, faster, and make tile leveling simpler. If you'd like to order a custom shower pan with a curb or without, go to our website linked below. Now, remove the shower pan, keeping track of how large of an area the shower pan covered. Over this area, use the flat side of a trowel to apply a thin layer of modified thinset. Next, using a trowel with 3/8 or 1/2 of an inch square notches, apply a thick layer of thinset over the thin layer. This layer should add, not remove, thinset. Be sure to use directional troweling, meaning all the lines in the thinset should run in the same and the shortest direction. This lets your thinset cure properly. Apply an additional thin layer of modified thinset with the smooth side of your trowel to the bottom of your shower pan. Then, set your shower pan in place. Once the shower pan is in place, apply pressure over the entire surface to ensure good contact with the thinset. Gently walking on the shower pan can be helpful to apply adequate pressure. Remove any excess thinset that has been squeezed out from underneath your shower pan. Ensure that your shower pan is level by checking its edges. RSS shower pans have a sloped center to ensure good water drainage, so be sure to judge level somewhere that is not possibly sloped. Next, install your RSS shower pan compatible drain per its manufacturer's instructions. For this installation, we'll be using the new RSS drain with a twist, since its height can be adjusted after installation to match tile height. If your shower pan does not come with a built-in curb, then now is the time to install one. To demonstrate curb installation, we'll be using an RSS tile-ready curb. Tile-ready curb should be cut 1/4 of an inch shorter than the gap it's going to span. This is to ensure a 1/8 of an inch gap between both walls for thinset. RSS tile-ready curbs can be cut with a standard chop saw. Modified thinset should be applied generally the same way it was for the shower pan. There are a couple slight differences though. Apply your smooth thin coat of thinset to the floor, walls, and along the side of the shower pan. Once this is done, cover the same area with a thick coat using your square notch trowel. Again, make sure that all the lines in the thinset are running in the same direction and the shortest direction. Finally, apply a thin coat of modified thinset to the bottom and both sides of your curb. Then install it. Clean off any excess thinset that squeezes out. All we have left to do is waterproof the seams between the shower pan and the walls. We will start with RSS's prefabricated corners. These will need to be applied to all the interior and exterior corners at the bottom of your shower. The prefabricated corners will need a trowel with 3/16 of an inch V notches. Just like with the shower pan and curb, apply more modified thinset to the area that the corner will cover. Next, push down with a clean flat side of your trowel or a putty knife. Be careful not to cut or puncture the prefabricated corners. If you do, they will no longer be waterproof. Now, clean off any excess thinset. Repeat this process with each internal and external corner. Our last step is to seal between these corners using RSS waterproof seam banding. Cut your seam banding so it partially overlaps your prefabricated corners, going from the outside corner of one prefabricated corner to the other. Also, make sure that your seam banding will cover 2 inches on either side of the seam it's going to cover. Other than pre-cutting for size, your seam banding can be installed almost the exact same way as your prefabricated corners. Now, start by spreading on your thinset in the area that the seam banding will cover, and use directional troweling, so keeping all your lines going in the same and shortest direction. Then, Line up your seam banding before setting it in place. Once it's in place, start from the center and push down the seam banding using a clean flat side of your trowel or a putty knife. Again, clean up any excess thinset. Repeat this for each wall seam and you're finished if you're using a tile-ready shower pan with integrated curb. For shower pans with non-integrated curbs, make sure to also apply seam banding between the shower pan and the curb. You're now ready to install tile. If you need more details or assistance, visit Revolutionary Shower Systems website linked down below or with the QR code on screen.